It's been so helpful just to have have someone in the know who knows my context and who knows sort of what my sort of day-to-day role somewhat entails, and therefore some of the challenges I might have. So I've really benefited from just being able to have someone to process with and just get some really good input and ideas and guidance.
I see mentorships as a very valuable process. Mentorships could provide the platform to help me reflect, communicate, and plan the pathway that we wish to get at some point.
Hi everyone, my name is Clarice Campbell and I'm the National President of the Australia-Indonesia Youth Association. AIYA has been really privileged this year to work very closely with the Conference of Australian and Indonesian Youth, or CAUSINDY, on an amazing program called Pathways. Pathways is a mentoring program where we have matched alumni of CAUSINDY's previous conferences with AIYA members. Our first cohort has seen 27 pairs matched with one another to meet regularly and to attend amazing events organised by the committee. So I look forward to seeing you guys participate in the future.
My name is Jay Stevens and I'm the current chair of CAUSINDY, the Conference of Australia-Indonesia Youth. The Pathways program is a mentorship program in collaboration with AIYA that started almost 6 to 12 months ago now for the first time, and it involves choosing mentees from AIYA and pairing them with mentors from CAUSINDY and CAUSINDY's alumni and team members specifically, who have demonstrated their impact in the Australia-Indonesia relationship and are typically early to mid-career. I want to thank the Australia-Indonesia Institute, an arm of DFAT, for their incredible support in enabling this program and providing funding for us to enable the online platform, which has been embraced by our participants.
I think I was firstly exposed to Australia-Indonesia space since I did my master's program during 2012 until 2013 in the University of Western Australia.
So my first exposures to get involved in Australia-Indonesia space was when I was first joining as a volunteer in the Australia-Indonesia Youth Associations, or AIYA chapter Yogyakarta, back then in 2017.
I think when I was in university studying international relations in Unpar, Parayangan Catholic University, that was also the first kind of like engagement that I have with international students from Australia through ITT's program. And then they kind of like show their interest kind of like studying about Indonesia, and I feel like I also need to actually have this, relationship better in a way that I want to study more about Australia.
And ever since 2005, I've had a really strong passion for Indonesia, and I've sort of become, as I say, an Indonesianist.
I'm interested in Indonesia-Australia bilateral relationship because I studied IR back in university, and I took 2 semesters student exchange with University of Western Australia, and then I came back and then I joined AIYA Jakarta chapter events, and I love the vibe.
I first got involved in the Australia-Indonesia space when I was studying at Murdoch University in Perth. I heard about the Australian Consortium for In-Country Indonesian Studies at CICIS, and I just thought it sounded so interesting.
I think I need to find someone that kind of like vibing with me and in sync with me in understanding that we need to build this kind of like relationship, and it is important for Australians to understand the hazards that we have so we can actually help each other in a way.
As I think I have not found any kind of this opportunity provided for me beforehand, except the Pathways program from CAUSINDY. I heard a lot about CAUSINDY, so when the opportunity came up, I was very motivated to sign up, as I believe the opportunity would help me to share and reflect on my career aspirations, provide me an opportunity of an endless learning, and of course to build personal and professional networking in the process.
Something so simple but effective, and I've already started implementing it. As soon as we hung up the phone, I started mapping out, now until the end of my contract and what I'm going to hope to achieve month by month. That's probably different to what my supervisors would set out for me. So something simple like that, really practical, and yeah, just being able to have someone to ask questions to, someone who's much more experienced and also really well connected. Like I remember our first meeting, Donnie said, well, I mean, you must know C4, right? And I was like, C4? What's that? And it's this organization in Indonesia that would be perfect for me to look into as and when, we can travel again and when I have more experience.
So for being a mentor in this program, my mentee, Min, he's so curious and so engaged and so interested in what I do and in how I work and, how I approach work, that his questions really cause me to stop and think about how I work and what I do and try to, put into words things that I think might come naturally or how I do something. It really has helped me to be more, do some more self-analysis on my way of working and, and what my goals are and what my objectives are. So I found it really, really helpful and really helped me with self-reflection as well, which has been really unexpected and really valuable.
I think the program is extremely valuable, and I think that all of us, I think, no matter how successful we are in our careers or no matter how far ahead we are, like where we are in our careers, I think it's really good for us to have a mentor, someone that we can, I guess, share like what we're feeling or like something we're unsure of, I guess, in our careers.
100% yes, especially like to be a mentor, because there's a lot of organizations building peer-to-peer relationship among youth between Australia and Indonesia, and it's been happening for years and years, and the amount of people that are developing their career amazingly is there. It's just like there's not many facilitated mentorship program, and I think this one particularly is well facilitated, like what Rebecca said, matched perfectly, facilitated perfectly, and all of the handbook and guidance provided also kind of like help us to do like an efficient, effective mentorship program. And I think that's what the amazing features that Pathways have, where it helps not just the mentee to grow, but also the mentors to grow. So it's definitely makes sense to sign up and not just helping someone's career, but also helping us learning to, design our future career.